Ragiroth Enterprises. Super Smash Brothers.
How's it going, everybody? Ragiroth Enterprises here. So I feel like with the kind of last Smash Direct, I think me and I think some others were kind of, I don't know if I want to say disappointed, but I think it wasn't quite the epic, I guess, finale we were hoping for, at least in terms of character reveals. And I think definitely some of our spirits were kind of crushed seeing some of the assist trophies, if you saw my In Memoriam video. And I felt like now would be a good time to kind of look, and I guess with Thanksgiving, coming up with recording this video, maybe kind of look at the positives that we got, from this game. Or I guess at least for me, to kind of take my mind off kind of a lot of the deconfirmations and kind of not getting the big epic finale with like Geno or like Banjo-Kazooie or like Shadow or whatever that I was hoping for. Again, not that I hate Incineroar and Ken. To kind of focus on get me rehyped and get some of us rehyped for the game. Admittedly, I think some of my kind of, I guess, disappointment, if you want to call it this, kind of faded away because the Smash Direct was, I think, a couple weeks ago now. But even still, I thought it'd be a good time to do this. So what I wanted to do is kind of what I did with I just did with Soul Calibur 6 characters. I kind of want, instead of ranking like just my top favorite period, I kind of want to do a video ranking kind of the returning characters in Smash Bros. Ultimate and kind of the new characters. I'm going to do the returning characters first because I feel like we got, we kind of had a little more time seeing them because they were all basically confirmed as soon as we saw this game in action with the amazing Everybody's Here trailer. And when I mean returnees, what I mean are the characters that since their introduction in the series have missed at least one game. For the most part, they're characters that just weren't in Smash 4, though there's actually 2 of them that haven't been in the series since Melee, if you can believe that. So I kind of ranked them from, I guess, my least favorite or one I like the least to favorite, and there's only like 6 of them for returnees, so let's check it out. So take a look.
Okay, so first I just want to start off by saying that these are just my opinion. I'm not really like ranking them as kind of the general opinion of the Smash community or what you should think or anything like that. This is just what I think, the characters I like least to the ones I like the most out of the returning characters. It's just for fun, nothing like that. So don't take my opinions to heart. I feel like this one will probably be fairly accurate to most people think, but again, you can't really generalize something like that. So alright, here we go. So at the bottom of the returnees, and this is probably one a lot of people will agree with, is Pichu. Now, I should first off say that I actually don't hate Pichu. To be honest, this is probably going to be a controversial opinion, but I actually like Pichu more than Pikachu. I've always kind of liked him more than Pikachu, especially in Smash Brothers. I don't know why, I guess I sort of like its design better, and I know it's weird, but I always kind of felt like I did better with Pichu than I did Pikachu. I think the other thing it doesn't help is I just feel like Pikachu is just so shoved down our throats. I'm just so tired of these. Pichu is always kind of something refreshing. I mean, admittedly, I like Raichu more than both of them, don't get me wrong, but obviously, I guess kind of the worst thing about Pichu is he's sort of a joke character, at least in the fact he hurts himself. Like, he's generally not considered very well on the tier list, but that shouldn't be a reason for not liking a character. I guess in a way, kind of the worst thing for Pichu with me is the fact that Gen 2 is one of my favorites, and he's the only Gen 2 Pokemon in, when we could add something as awesome as like Caesar or Suicune. However, Pichu was added at a very different time in Smash Brothers, when I guess clones were just, Melee was actually, as amazing game as it was actually rushed. So this is just the result of that. I think there maybe just wouldn't have been a Gen 2 Pokemon at all if there weren't all these clones in the game, or maybe there would have been. I'm not totally sure, but honestly, I don't hate Pichu, but I have to rank him the lowest. I feel like he's the least significant, the least interesting, honestly. However, I probably will use Pichu here and there. Actually, probably more than the one that's right above Pichu on this list. Again, not saying much at all, but still, I will definitely use him here and there, but I have to rank him the lowest. Like, there's no way around him. And I should basically mention I'm ranking them not on just how good they are and anything like that. It's kind of a mix of things like what I think of their design, their significance to me, their play style, and I guess to very minorly how good they are, but not especially because we don't really have Smash Ultimate yet. For all we know, Pichu could be like way better in Smash Ultimate than he was in Melee. I mean, probably not much better, but I think he will be at least, maybe possibly a bit better. So, okay, moving on to number 5 are the Ice Climbers. This is probably one where I feel like people would probably have them a bit higher. Now, again, I don't hate the Ice Climbers, but I've never really cared for them either. They were always kind of just there to me. They never really appealed to me that much. I probably used them like, the amount of times I probably used them, I probably can't count on 2 hands. And like I said, honestly, I think I might actually be more interested in using Pichu more. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I mean, it's really not. I'm not like that much more. But the thing is, the reason I'd rank the Ice Climbers a bit higher is because when they weren't in Smash 4, I think people definitely felt it, myself included. Like, they've been in since Melee. I may not really use them, but when I think of Melee, when I think of Smash Brothers, I do think of the Ice Climbers. They've actually kind of become more of Smash Brothers characters than they are characters of their actual game, Ice Climbers, that I don't think many people even really played, to be honest. And it wasn't really fair that they kind of just got taken out just because of the 3DS version. That was kind of messed up. So, like, yeah, like, while I don't really play as them, I appreciate their presence. When I first saw them in the Everybody's Here trailer, I was like, oh, hey, it's the Ice Climbers, they're back. You know, it wasn't like a, you know, negative or apathetic response. It was definitely nice to see them again. I mean, I'll probably use them maybe like here and there. Obviously, I'll try them out, but I can't see myself really using them that much. But I am happy they're back, and I know they have their fans. So moving on to number 4 on the list is Young Link. Honestly, Young Link was probably the Link I always used the most. I mean, at least in Melee, I always used Young Link more than Link. I just think I was better with him. Well, I always really liked that he had the fire arrow. I think that was really cool and useful. I think he was also like kind of a better speed than regular Link too. Like regular Link is not that being slow is like all bad, but I feel like Young Link was a nice better balance for me. And I think another thing that kind of helps, you know, why I like Young Link so much is I don't know if this is gonna be crazy to some people, but Ocarina of Time was actually the first Zelda game I played. So seeing Young Link was actually the first time I really kind of experienced playing as Link. So I guess, you know, he's a special place in my heart. Not to mention, Majora's Mask is actually my favorite Zelda game. But this is also kind of the reason why Young Link is a little low on the list. I'm actually really disappointed in Sakurai with kind of how he handled Young Link to an extent in this game. I think this game could have been an opportunity to incorporate some more Majora's Mask-ish things. Like, okay, fine, maybe not his base moveset, but I was really maybe hoping for a Final Smash where he would put on the Fierce Deity mask and become Fierce Deity, and I don't think it would have been the hardest Final Smash to do, and I'm really disappointed he just gave him another Triforce Slash. Like, Triforce Slash has basically become the new Landmaster. And then to top it off, like, he doesn't even have Fierce Deity Link as an alternate color. Like, seriously? I mean, I know, like, yeah, older Link is generally colored as Fierce Deity Link, but I know there was, I think, I forget, Triforce Heroes, there was a freaking Fierce Deity color for Toon Link of all things. You couldn't give Young Link one? I don't know. I really think it was a missed opportunity not to have any Majora's Mask things in a new set. I guess technically I think that might be why I like the fire arrow so much, because in Ocarina of Time, Young Link cannot use arrows at all. Majora's Mask, he can not only use arrows, but fire arrows and ice arrows and light arrows. So yeah, like, I like Young Link. I'm probably going to use him the most out of the 3 Links, but like, he could have... If they added some Fierce Deity stuff in here, I think he would have actually been number 3 on the list, in all honesty. Alright, so number 3 is kind of a tricky one, because it sort of involves a character that was actually in Smash 4. And you probably know who I'm talking about. It's Pokemon Trainer. I guess specifically Ivysaur, Squirtle, and I guess having the trainer in the background. I remember when Pokemon Trainer was first announced in Brawl, I was kind of mad because I kind of kept thinking you played as the trainer, but I'm like, oh wait, no, you actually control the Pokemon. It's definitely one of the more, I guess, unique concepts in Smash Brothers. I mean, Smash Bros. Has a ton of unique concepts, but you know what I mean. Honestly, Charizard is my favorite, and he's the one I use the most. Charizard was actually one of my mains in Smash 4, mostly to kind of fill the hole of a missing character that I think a lot of us wanted. There was also kind of another large dragon-esque character, if you know what I mean, if you know what I'm referring to. To be honest, I probably won't use Charizard as much because that situation has kind of changed. But, I mean, admittedly, I'll still probably use Charizard here and there, even though it really sucks that he doesn't have his mega form, or he kind of lost one of his B moves. But let's mostly talk about Squirtle and Ivysaur here. They're the ones that are kind of coming back. While they weren't like characters I mained by any chance, I did enjoy using Squirtle and Ivysaur, especially Squirtle back in the Brawl days. He was really fun to play as. They're not really Pokemon I really am that passionate about, but I don't know, they were just really fun to play as in Smash Bros. And I honestly never even really cared about Ivysaur until Smash Bros. I feel like most people kind of focused more on Bulbasaur and Venusaur, honestly, myself included. But a Squirtle was always really fun to play as. He felt like a little water ninja, I guess, well, before we actually got a water ninja. Ivysaur, I guess, well, Ivysaur is the only grass-type Pokemon in Smash Bros., period. I think only like grass users in actually, not even just Pokemon, like in grass-using characters in Smash, period. And they could have changed that, but nope. Yeah, so they're fun characters to play as and pretty unique. And I think they are. I do like that there's no stamina bullcrap this time. That definitely helps. So you can just kind of use who you want without having to worry about any repercussions. It's a lot more seamless change between them. And I guess I am kind of glad Charizard at least. I'd rather he have kept Flare Blitz than Rock Smash, in all honesty. Now, Pokemon Trainer is, I guess, a nice addition back. Again, mainly Squirtle and Ivysaur, you know, the missing things. Not characters I'm a main by any means, but I can definitely see myself using them here and there, you know. I'm still going to want to mess around with Charizard and definitely Squirtle. Okay, so now we're really getting into characters I'm probably going to start using territory. Number 2 is none other than Solid Snake himself. Snake being in Smash Bros, I feel like both times was a huge deal. When he was announced in Brawl, I remember I didn't even believe my friend that told me, you know, before I actually watched the trailer. I'm like, no, you're lying. They're not putting Solid Snake in. And then when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, they actually put Solid Snake in. Snake basically opened the doors for third-party characters to be in Smash Brothers. So and then in Smash Ultimate, he was probably the biggest character announced in Everybody's Here trailer, to return at least. And I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan personally. I mean, honestly, I'm more of a Raiden fan than I am a Snake fan, but I mean, I don't have any problems with Solid Snake, and obviously I know why he's in the game and not Raiden. I at least had Raiden in PlayStation All-Stars. He wasn't really a main of mine. I definitely did. I certainly used him here and there. And I'll probably use him here and there with this game too. Again, not really main, but I really like that he's kind of a black stealth suit color this time too. I am a little disappointed that he doesn't use Metal Gear in his final Smash. I really thought that was a missed opportunity in Brawl, and I think it's a missed opportunity now. And one thing I kind of never liked about Snake's moveset, I kind of don't like that he can't use like regular guns or his knife or anything like that. I kind of hate that they sort of limit him. I understand why, it just kind of sucks. But even though, I still think he has a really cool moveset and he's fun to play as. So I'm definitely happy Snake's back. And I feel like, back in the Brawl days, I feel like Metal Gear Solid was really alive and well. But I think it's nice really seeing him now because it's, well, Metal Gear Solid is not really that alive and well. Or maybe it's alive, but it's not very well right now. We'll put it that way. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely nice seeing him in a game like this again. I always wonder what kind of Hideo Kojima thinks about it though, because he's not with Konami anymore. Maybe we'll find out one day. Alright, so for the number 1 character, I think most people that know me and have probably seen me talk about Smash Brothers on my channel can probably tell by now, but it is none other than Wolf O'Donnell himself. To put it simply, Star Fox is my favorite, if not my favorite, Nintendo franchise, and Wolf is my favorite character from it. I really wanted him back in the Brawl days, and I got him, and he was the last character I remember leaked, and I was so happy. I was totally fine. He wasn't even that much of a clone, and I love that. He wound up becoming my best character, and my best and favorite character in Smash Brothers. And then he was taken away from me in Smash 4 and never even added post-launch. I was still so mad about that. I was so mad that Wolf probably became my most wanted character again for the most part. I can't believe I actually got him back and Ridley the same freaking day. Like, they were my most 2 wanted characters back in Brawl. And, like, I think I like his design even more in this game than I do in Brawl. Not that I don't like how he looked in Brawl. And on one hand, I'm slightly disappointed that some of those moves now are a bit more like Fox's. However, the moves that they're replacing back in Brawl, they were, because Wolf was actually like a very, even though I think he turned out great, he was actually kind of a rushed character. Like, some of his moves and animations weren't totally complete. So the moves that kind of replaced the, I guess, incomplete moves are a lot more complete now, even if they're a little more fox-ish, and even then they're really not. I mean, there's only so many ways you can punch and kick, so that can look familiar. And I love the additional like kind of new effects they gave him that makes him look more, I guess, feel more like fierce and wolfish with all like the colorful claw effects and all that. And at least he actually gets in his wolfing in his final smash this time too, which is great. Even though I really didn't mind him getting a Landmaster, because I love that his Landmaster was like colored like a wolfin. Though I personally would have really liked him see him use the Walker that Star Wolf had in Star Fox Zero as the final smash. But I mean, even Fox didn't use that. Unfortunately, poor Star Fox Zero just kind of got flamed to oblivion, and they probably want to try to ignore a lot of things associated with that. Even though, funnily enough, the Walker idea was actually taken from Star Fox 2, but I don't know if everyone knows that. So yeah, I was over the moon seeing the Wolf come back, and I am definitely going to main him again. At least be one of my mains. And I hope I'm as good with him as I am in Brawl, or if not, better. And if I'm not, it's whatever. I'm still going to use him a ton anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and also kind of a bonus, I guess sort of a number 0. This isn't really a returning character. It's more so a returning design. And I'm talking about Ganondorf. In Brawl and Smash 4, Ganondorf had his Twilight Princess look, while in Melee he had his Ocarina of Time look. I personally highly prefer the Ocarina of Time look, so seeing Ganondorf look like that again in these graphics also made me really happy. So it's really nice to see that design back in the game. It's the first time I've ever seen Ganondorf, and he just looks a lot cooler and more menacing to me. Not that I don't hate the Twilight Princess look, it's just a bit more goofy and kind of, I guess, it's a little too bulky for me, and a little too, I guess, bearded up for me. I mean, personally, the Hyrule Warriors look is my favorite one, which is ironically more similar to the Twilight Princess look, but that's good. Whatever. That's a topic for another time. I'm really happy to see Ganondorf look like that again. It makes me want to definitely use him more again. It would be nice if he had his other looks as alternate outfits, even than just the Twilight Princess look, just to kind of appeal to everybody and I guess represent other games of Smash Bros. But whatever. I'm just happy to have this design back, honestly.
That's how I think of the characters that have returned in this game. Generally, I'm happy they're all back for the most part. Let me know what you guys in the comments below. Are you happy these characters were brought back? Do you not really care? Like the video if you like it, dislike it, dislike it. Don't forget to check out my friend Mark Hune in the description below. Let's see if we get this video to like 25 likes. I have a very low expectation because no one seems to care about my Nintendo videos. If you like this video and some of my other videos, I'd definitely appreciate it if you subscribed. It would help me motivate me make more videos, and it would let you know when I release those videos. And as I always say, another time, another place, keep being awesome.